episode of Earth Talks, which comes to you from Nairobi.
Okay, thank you. My name is Gilda Monjane. I promote renewable energy with solar systems. I started with small pico solar systems that did not have solar modules. What I coded as a Kitty Zero, and I wanted women to gain some money because for me, women empowerment needs some money. So you cannot talk women empowerment just with words, but you need to promote something which can help that women to have a paid job. Most women from the places where I work, they perform unpaid job like agriculture and so on. So I wanted the women to be solving their energy problem while they gain a bit of money.
So tell me, when did you first realize that this is something which is going to work? I was reading about you, how you went to a village, you actually set up the solar kit there, right there and then. So give us an example of some of the women who have benefited from your program.
Uh, the first, the first house where I went, it was even difficult to convince them that they could have power with the soul, with solar, with the sun, because when I introduced them the idea, the community leader went outside and he started looking to the sky because he wanted to know if there were some lines coming to his house, connecting to his village. And I had to break this into pieces, explain him that we need a solar module and a solar kit so that he can have power.
Yes.
And eventually the community leader was eager to have a solar kit at home because he was walking long distance to power his mobile and so on. So and his kids at home were also facing the problems to do their homework at night. So it was very easy to convince that family because it was easy. They had a problem, all right, to solve. So it's the way I started. And I didn't just want them to have for themselves, but I wanted them to help for their community. So I adapted what I called energy shop, like a place where the other people in the village could come and power their solar kits there in that house. It's clean and it's cheaper, and it can be used 5 to 6 days, while the semi quantity of kerosene they can only use 2 days. So it was easy to convince them. So
And would you say finances has been a problem? Because always when we talk about solar, the biggest problem is how do we achieve scales? How do we reach out to millions of households? So would you say finances has held your program back?
what you need is to find innovative ways on using the solar kit in a productive way so that the solar kit itself can produce money and help the family to pay the solar kit.
So tell me, in the next 4 to 5 years, what kind of projections are you looking at? How many villages do you want to expand to? How many households would you like to cover?
From looking to our projection, first of all, we would like to reach more 10 to 12 villages, new villages, and we are also targeting new productive use like irrigation, food processing, because we found out in the communities that people do not just need power for brightening their houses, but they need also to cut dependence on rain. Because most agriculture people, they only depend on rain season.
Yes.
But if we can pump water and irrigate the crops and so on, we can end hunger and we can also help them to produce along the year.
So what you're saying is basically that solar is not just about energy, it revolutionizes the way of life for the
Yes,
rural voters.
yes. It brings change to rural women, not just to rural women, but to rural families.
Yes.
I'm targeting women, but that woman has a family.
Yeah.
So I need support of a man of that woman. It's true that most women that I work with, they are heading their aggregates. So I have many women that are all standing to take care of the kids and so on, but we are targeting communities. So we are changing life of people, life of communities, and we hope that the new generation can also be different and can also face less hunger and less problems.
Less hunger, less problems. Gilda Monjane, we hope you're able to bring the solar revolution to thousands and millions of women. Thank you for speaking.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It was a pleasure.